Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at mono red in standard currently. Now I think this is definitely a contender for one of the top decks, especially with decks such as Sultai Ultimatum being so popular. This is the counter to your slower, more rampy decks. And it always has been for the past year or two. And it's no surprise that this deck is top 8 in the current Kaldheim Championship, which is essentially the Pro Tour. Now, in this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be trying this deck out in ranked and just, showcasing it, seeing if we can get a few wins. Now, with that being said, please could you like the video? It means a massive amount to me, and it just helps with the video with the YouTube algorithm so it gets pushed out to more people. Okay, now, with that being said, let's get into some games. Alright, into the first game we go then. AirPods stop working. Cool. Alright. And we are playing against Oscar Quintana. Alright. So this is a very decent hand here. We start off with a 1-drop. Don't think it's worth it there to block the Archfiend. Let's play out Robber. Punch in for a bit of damage. If we're swinging for 3, he's swinging for 1 and gaining 1. That is a 1 damage difference benefiting us. Okay. What's this card? Whenever another non-creature token you controls, put a plus... Okay. Let's just kill that. I could cast a spell to get something off the top of Robber, but I just don't think it's worth it there. I think it's just better for us to keep these spells in our hand and use them in a more reactionary... Try and target Cleric with lesser cost. We kill that, he gets the discard back, and then we'll just hit it with a quick Bonecrusher Giant. Let's try and control his board a little bit. We've obviously got an insane powerhouse of a hand, so that shouldn't be a problem for us here. Okay, Speaker, it should be very easy for us to control the board. We'll play Torbran out, it's just more damage. Blocks a Speaker. As long as he's just chump blocking things, I'm totally fine with that. He must be running some more better cards. I suppose not. Okay. 10. It's not quite lethal as far as I can tell, so... And also you could do some stuff in response, which I'm not that much of a fan of, We could have done Embercleave plus Rimrock Knight, but I feel it's just much better to be... Okay, all of our creatures get destroyed, but we get a load of 1/1s. Does this have lifelink? Yeah. Well, this is just a very easy win for us here. We can swing in and then we get Embercleave plus Rimrock Knight to really just be able to seal the deal. I think that might be exact lethal actually. He gets that back, gets a 5/5, but we have perfect lethal. Alright, how do we sideboard against this deck then? So, this person's obviously really using his graveyard. So I feel like Scorching Dragonfire can't really go wrong. We'll drop down on a Frostbite. He's got some flyers, so Phoenix could have some utility. I like Torbran, Embercleave, Bonecrusher, Anax is all really good. Maybe because we're on a draw, we'll take out a Robber for Rich. Maybe Rimrock Knight was the cut there, but we'll see what happens with that. Have a sip of our coffee and get ready for this. It's next game. Alright then, let's see what this guy's up to. Yeah, I kind of like this. We've got a solid turn 1, turn 2. Okay, he's got no creature removal currently. He could always play that, was it Blood something? Blood Moon? No, it's not Blood Moon. I know that for sure. Another, okay. We just want to get this out of the way so he doesn't get any triggers off of that. Next turn we'll play our Bonecrusher Giant. Duress. Take one of the Embercleaves. You know. Don't really care about. I was going to say, why can't we play the Bonecrusher Giant? But it stopped us in the post-combat phase. It's got 4 mana. What could he do? Glass Casket. Okay. Now he doesn't know we have. Okay. Well, I feel like Torbran is just a better card in this situation than Bonecrusher Giant. Bonecrusher Giant just has a lot more utility in hand. Got removal. Is that a human? No. So he's going to take 4 damage anyway. Alright. Cleric. Surely he knows that we're just going to hit that down. Now we're going to play around the kill all creatures card here, and we're going to play Faceless Haven. That's because next turn, if he does that, we can Faceless Haven. Then when we attack, we can hit it with a Scorching Dragonfire. Okay, well we won anyway, but that was what I think the correct line. Okay, let's get into the second game. Hey guys, so as you may have noticed, I've got a different jumper on. I'm recording this the day after that last game. I ended up having to go do something, so yeah, here we are, day number 2 of playing mono red in standard, seeing if it fares, you know, just as good as yesterday. Now I haven't actually seen the results of the Kaldheim Championship, so I don't know which. So I don't know what the standard deck was that won it. Now, what will probably happen is there'll be quite a lot of that in the standard meta at the moment. Let's just have a quick Google of that. Alright, well, you know, this guy's going to be fairly annoyed, I would expect, to have 2 Edgewilling Keepers killed fairly early on. Oh, this is a really nice start for us. 2 1-drops, using both our Bonecrusher Giants for the best target in our opponent's deck. If I filter results from past tournaments. Kaldheim Championship. and then we'll see who won. And I think it was Arne Hirschenbeth, and he played Demir Rogues. So there should be quite a lot of rogues in standard at the moment. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to play Bonecrusher, set up for quite a nice turn with Embercleave. If he doesn't do something proactive, we kill him with a mountain. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. So let's play Embercleave, put it on here. Okay, there we go. We see his head explode. So Teamer Adventures is not Teamer, sorry, that was Naya. Naya, or any adventure list basically, is just a really bad matchup for mono red, so it's really good there for us to get the win. Now let's have a think. We want to add in Soul Sears because Lovestruck Beasts are a real problem. Akroan War could also be really nice. I think we're only going to add in 2 of these. You know, it's okay. Take out a Fireblade Charger. Yeah, so Akroan War, it's not as good as the more aggressive lists such as just straight up Gruul. However, I can still see a lot of value for Akroan War in this list. Maybe we take out an Embercleave. I say just drop down on Rimrock Knights. They would line up really badly against our opponent's list. Yeah, I think if we run it like this, we can't really go wrong. Okay. See what our opponent's going to throw back at us. Well, we know it's going to be Nine Adventures. So that's kind of a stupid question for me. Right, let's just open up this so I get some good light on my face. See, look at me. I'm like a beauty influencer, you know. Get some light on my face. Instagram, hit me up with some, sponsorships. We'll play this. If Giant Killer blocks, this will kill it. So that's one of the nice things about Fireblade Charger is it gets around quite a lot of bad blocks. Okay, hopefully. Alright, so he's going to tap something. So we get 3 for 1 damage. I mean, not a problem. Like, damage is damage. We've got these Torbrans in hand for later on. The Akroan War will be brutal when we can play it. I think we're going to take a Giant Killer or something, maybe. But that's off the information we have at the moment. You're going to tap something down with Giant Killer? If you want to, you've just wasted your turn. Okay. Bonecrusher Giant. If he wants to trade off my Fireblade Charger for, yeah, there we go. Alright. What's he going to play? Does he want to trade off the Giant Killer? Wait. If a source would deal damage to your opponent you control, prevent 1. Oh, so I never actually... So it would never deal damage, so... What a weird combination of... Okay. I respect that actually. Like that's a really weird interaction. it's possible we could have just taken a Lovestruck Beast and hit it for a lot, but so top 4 cards, seeing a whole lot of lands there. The Banishing Knight kind of sucks. Okay. 3, 5. We'll die to that. Okay. Let's just pass it back. Interesting game. We'll block Lovestruck Beast with Giant Killer. So that's the best way to utilize Akroan War, is essentially to take their smaller creatures, which would die, and use them to block with for the big creatures that will just die to this ability anyway. Okay. This I'm not a massive fan of what he's doing here, but in that ways, I mean, so it's pretty bad for me, him popping off like this. But the way he's structuring his... Okay, so he's getting rid of a Torbran. So those 2 creatures will die next turn. That's a really, really annoying card. Hopefully he blocks Faceless Haven with Bonecrusher Giant. He decides to do neither. Put it on here, maximise the damage. We'll only do 4 power, but still valid. If you get a land next turn, we can play Torbran plus stick Embercleave on a Fireblade Charger. Then that will deal 3 damage per hit. Okay. Giant Killer's a little bit frustrating. I think we're going to lose this game. Yeah. This is responsible for our loss. Got 3 cards in hand. What can he do? Apparently not a lot. This is brutal. Okay, does he have an adventure spell? I suppose the flyer would be really good here. Or Bonecrusher Giant. Take out Giant Killer. Sure, do you want to pay 1? Give me that. Play out the Bonecrusher Giant, easy as you like. it'll deal 6 damage with the Embercleave, so... Okay. I'm not going to be able to do it because I can't pay the thing, but... Okay. I don't know whether this guy realises whether my Fireblade Charger deals damage, so... And I'm going to do Frostbite to whatever this blocks. Because this has Trample. Hopefully this is lethal. Okay, alright, it was the health wasn't going down there, so I was quite confused. Alright, we get lethal. Thanks guys ever so much for watching the video. I'll be back with another one in a couple of days time, and yeah, have a great rest of your day.